definitely about to say you're shitting me. 'Cause there's no way that there's a thing called laughter cream. If there is, I need some. You know what? It definitely makes sense. It's almost like a psychological trick to get your mind to like want to laugh. You know what? Let me go ahead and just put on my laughter cream, okay, and my laughter cologne. I can spray a little on me, kind of all that good stuff. My little laughter brush mitt. It's funny though. Yeah, nice.
Don't hold back how you feel. Welcome to the platform for the misunderstood and creatives alike. So roll a joint and pour a shot. You're listening to the Dash It Out podcast, the show that brings your after hours talk to daytime. No wrong opinions and all unfiltered. With your host, Vic Tor.
So let's go ahead and get right into this. Okay. Welcome to another episode of the Dash It Out Show, the show that brings your after hour talk to daytime. I'm your host, Vic Tor. On this episode, our co-host is the multi-award-winning entrepreneur, Cathy Nesbitt, everyone. Cathy Nesbitt is a health and wellness advocate and innovative founder of Cathy's Crawly. Composters. Cathy Crawly Composters, Cathy Sprouters, and Cathy Laughter Club. I'm already part of that already. As an multi-award-winning visionary, she inspires individuals to adopt sustainable lifestyles through dynamic workshops and motivational speaking. And she's here with us today on the Dash It Out Show. Cathy, thank you so much for coming on to the show. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. So far, so good. I'm excited to be here.
Hey, woo-woo. So what was your inspiration behind being a health and wellness advocate? What motivates you to start, inspiring others to want to better their health?
Yeah, so it's the 22nd anniversary of my worm composting business, selling worms by the pound for indoor composting. Who doesn't want worms in the house? Yeah, so that's my mission work.
I outgot 50 to 75% of Americans.
Right? At least. And so 10 years into my worm mission, one more person said, ew. One more person said, ooh, worms in the house. And I heard it, I felt it, I questioned everything. And the very next day I was introduced to laughter yoga. And laughter yoga is not about doing yoga and laughing. It's laughing as an exercise. Super fun.
Nice. So let's get back into the crawlies, okay? Like, is the worms are being used as therapy? Because I know that worms can be an excellent source of protein, okay? And I heard they're healthier for you than a strip of bacon.
That's hilarious. Well, what this is the worms are not the therapy. The worms are for managing our organic matter. So to convert our food waste and paper into nature's finest fertilizer, black gold.
Got you. And let's get with the therapy of laughter. I noticed that you said laughter is very therapeutic. So is that part of Cathy's Chuckle Club? Thank you for the free Zoom invite, by the way. So everyone, Cathy have a Chuckle Club. It's Zoom Laughter Tuesdays at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Every Tuesdays. So yes. Thank you for the free invite. So can you tell us a little bit more about Cathy's Chuckle Club?
Absolutely, yes. So laughter yoga is not about doing yoga and laughing. It's not jokes or comedy. It's laughing as a cardiovascular workout. Ever heard that laughter is the best medicine? Yeah, so it is. So when we're laughing, we're secreting all the love drugs, dopamine. Yes, so when we're laughing, we're secreting all the love drugs, dopamine, oxytocin, serotonin, and endorphins, versus cortisol and adrenaline when we're stressed. We are living in a perpetual state of stress today. You know, there's one thing after another. There's election coming up. There's war. There's famine. There's pandemics. I mean, there's all kinds of crap going on in the world, and we need a way to get through all of that. And how I do it is through laughter. So it's laughing. When we're laughing full on, ever had a giggle session with your friends and you can't stop laughing? Your stomach's hurting, your cheeks are hurting, you can't look at each other because you're laughing so hard? That's what laughter therapy is all about.
Yeah, kind of lost you there. So back where when you laughing with your friends, yeah, I'm still here. Yeah, I kind of lost you a little bit towards the end there, but it was like when you laughing with your friends, you having a great time. You just feel like you're on top of the world. Nothing else matters. Just that moment, the laughter and the love and joy that you feel is very healing. It's very therapeutic. Now, I just want to ask a quick question because I know a lot of individuals who suffer from depression and sadness. Can laughter help you heal if you may be dealing with such symptoms?
Yes, thank you for mentioning depression. Today, we have a global mental health tsunami. There are more people struggling. It was here before 2020. Well, 2020, everybody got shut down, right? How do you torture people,
Yeah.
Vic? Isolate them, keep them on their own, right? Keep them separated from everyone else. Even when you're in prison, you don't want to be in social confinement, right? So laughter connects us. Yeah, we get
So
connected when we're laughing.
nice. That's definitely good because I know a lot of individuals who do suffer from depression. And of course, that confined area and space for a prolonged period of time can create separation anxiety. It can create depression. It can create psychological ailments. And, sometimes I know you understand laughing to keep from crying. It's something that I tend to do, especially someone, I don't, I live like plus miles away from my family and friends. It's been years. I haven't really seen nobody for quite some time. And then like, I'm living in New York City now, originally from DC, and just haven't seen nobody. Don't really know too many people. And it's like, I can't find so many individuals but still feel lonely. And what I tend to do is I tend to make a joke of my life scenario. I tend to look on the bright side. And it's almost like you said, laughter does definitely help alleviate the tension and the pain is definitely therapeutic. And yeah, so I definitely feel as though you onto something. Keep up the great work.
Yeah, it's such a beautiful thing. Again, for people with depression. So laughter is not about jokes or comedy. It's laughing as an exercise. We can get out of our head because when we're suffering from stress or frustration, anxiety, depression, these are all low vibrating frequencies. Laughter is high vibration, and we're laughing. We can trick our mind. It's our body doesn't know the difference between real and simulated laughter. When we're laughing, we're secreting all those love drugs. And our brain might be saying, hey, what are you laughing at? There's no jokes. What's going on? So that's our mind. We need to get out of our head and into our beautiful body. Our mind might be chirping off, right? Beep, beep, beep. What are you doing? You look ridiculous. And our body's like, pew, pew, pew. Wow, it's so great. Keep on laughing. Listen to your body.
So what are some exercises? So what are some laughter exercises? And can you show them right now or here on the show?
There can.
Like what are some prime examples of some laughter exercises that's authentic?
So when we start with that. So there's some warm up. So we start with clapping. So we're clapping palm to palm. So we're activating meridians. We get energy just from clapping. And the rhythm is 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. And the words are ho, ho, ha, ha, ha. Right? And just doing that, when we say ho and ha, we're moving our diaphragm. So ho, ho, ha, ha, ho, ho, ha, 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 ho, ho, ha, ha, ha. And then we say, very good, yay. And you put your hands over your head. And Vic, you can't be sad with your hands over your head. You can't be like, oh, I'm so sad. No.
Yes.
I'm so sad. So as a laughter teacher, I guide the way and I lead. Yeah, so there's little games to inspire the laughter. We would do like laughter cream. So there's a new product on the market. It's called laughter cream. It comes in a pump. So you pump it out. Wherever you put it, you start laughing. Here we go. Laughter cream. Laughter cream. It's all imagination.
Seriously?
Fake. Yeah.
No, okay. About to say I'm definitely about to say you're shitting me. 'Cause there's no way that there's a thing called laughter cream. If there is, I need some. But yeah, you know what? It definitely makes sense. It's almost like a psychological trick to get your mind to like want to laugh. Let me go ahead and just put on my laughter cream, okay, and my laughter cologne. Get spray a little on me. Kind of, all that good stuff. My little laughter brush. It's funny though. Yeah, nice.
Sunscreen, your laughter sunscreen, your mosquito stuff. It's lustrous.
And that's almost I love it. It's almost the crazy thing is it's almost like a manifesting technique in a sense too. Oh, it's like attracts like. So if you imagining the laughter and happiness in your day-to-day activities, then you eventually become laughter. It's almost like when you praying over food, when you say grace or when you say a positive affirmation in the morning, it's almost like you confirming to the world that this is my reality, this is my reality. And with the whole way,
Huh.
they, it's just, I don't know, it's quirky. It makes you like, what doing, right? It makes you laugh. The element. And with that, it also helps you create like a new beginning. And it's very interesting. It's intriguing. Yeah, it's definitely intriguing. Everyone take these exercises because I'm already cheesing like crazy, and it's crazy now in the morning. And Kathy, I don't know how you got the energy, but I love it. Okay. Thank you for waking me up. Thank you for waking us all up with your amazing.
You were talking about how it is sort of like a little manifesting tool. Stress is a habit. I'm going to say that again. Stress is a habit. So what if we make joy our habit instead? What if we flipped the switch? We can't be in joy and in stress at the same moment. How cool is that we're in charge of our own pharma?
Repeat that.
So we can secrete, so we cannot be in stress and joy at the same moment. When we're in joy, we're secreting dopamine, oxytocin, serotonin, and endorphins, right? We're in charge of our own pharma, PHAR, right? Versus people want to they're looking for that magic bullet. There's no magic bullet, but laughter is the closest.
Laughter is the closest thing. There's no magic bullet, but laughter is the closest it will get. It is the whole grip. It's the whole damn grenade. It's not a bullet, but it definitely will blow you. I love it now. See, I'm all giggly and I'm all happy, but like feel like I'm high. I'm like high for life right now. Okay, you got me all high and happy and motivated, and I love it. It's like your energy is, it's like it's spewing through the screen right now. Like I can just feel it. Like I'm all motivated and happy. The thing is, I'm naturally a happy person. I'm naturally a motivated person. But I'm definitely going to take those tips and tricks, and when I'm feeling like I'm in some deep shit, I'm going to raise my hands up to the sky and remember, learned this from Cathy Nesbitt.
Yippee! I love it. Really is. It's a practice. It's a practice, right? We know that exercise is good, but we don't do sit-ups just once and we're done. We know that deep breathing is good, but we don't breathe once and we're done for life. Laughter's a practice, and I would suggest that people check out a laughter club. Come to my free one on Tuesday. It's wonderful. I incorporate tapping, brain gym, qigong, just to help people get out of stress and into joy. Joy is our birthright. It's our birthright, and it is ours for the taking. We need to go and claim our joy.
I love that. So, may I just ask, what would be a prime example of motivational speaking, and how is this beneficial to help someone who may have, anxiety or social anxiety to be exact?
Yeah, I would say that immersing yourself, sometimes, especially since the cuckoo time, we were locked down. We would have had all this energy beforehand. No point in having all this energy when you're locked down for 2 years in your house, right? Nowhere to go. So we tamp down our energy. And now I don't know how it is in the States, but it feels like people have trouble committing to in-person gigs now. Like they're like, oh, that sounds great. And then when the day comes, it's like, I don't feel like going. So I feel like we really need to force ourselves to go out and be social, go and be with people. You will be so happy that you did. Have you ever felt like, I don't want to go to that party. I'm just not feeling it. But then when you go, you feel great. You're like, I'm so happy. I met this person and I had a great time. That's what happens when we connect with others.
Yes. Yeah, every Friday, Saturday night, I definitely saw that. Catch my tip.
I'm drifting.
Sad, but I could definitely relate. I could relate in my own way. I can definitely relate in my own way. Okay, so what would be some ideal exercise to help someone who's reluctant to change due to unfortunate circumstances?
Well, even if they're not able to attend a laughter club, even watching comedies, watching funny movies, what we immerse ourselves in is what our energy takes on. So if we watch the news every day, we're just going to get more depressed. We're going to get more sad. When was the last time you watched the news and were like, wow, what a great story. I'm so inspired. I'm going to go and do something great. No, or more.
I mean, honestly, I actually inspired and motivated by watching the news. Unfortunately, it's funny, it's crazy because I- I'm the one who like to sleep to the news and then wake up to the news. I know it's weird. I don't know why. Probably because from childhood, growing up in a house with no cable, the news was always comforting to me. I don't know why, but I'm a weirdo. I would admit that. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just a journalistic aspect of it. Maybe it's just the reality aspect. You know, now, but for some reason I am a bit motivated when I watch the news. Not so much sad, but just a little bit more motivated to get my word out there. And I think it overall is just a journalistic aspect, but that's just me. Okay. But I definitely catch your yes about oh, you are what you take in. You get on media, social media nowadays. It may seem like okay, if you're scrolling through your phone, that oh, this one little video won't hurt. But if you constantly taking it in, you subconsciously you programming your subconscious mind. Oh, if I can knock my microphone over. You programming your subconscious mind to start to act on those certain videos or your mind start to take it in. So you pretty much you are what you eat, but you are what you take in. So to get where you coming from with that. So get on, definitely go to the laughter club. Okay. If you're feeling lonely, if you're feeling some type of way, go to the laughter club, go there, have a great time. Okay. I mean, what do you have to lose? Come on, what do you have to lose besides, losing your funny bone? Okay. And your funny bone you may laugh, but that to the grave. But other than that, yes, everyone needs to laugh. Everyone needs to socialize. I love the fact that you started, started whole shebang, the Cathy Laughter Club, and I love it. I love it. The Cathy Crawler Composters, like I love it. It's intriguing. It's inspiring. It reminded me of the reason why I started the Dash It Off show, and I originally started the show during the pandemic, and the hopes reconnect individuals to be able to still talk and be like, hey, I'm still here. How are you doing? And to make everyone feel inclusive, you know? And it was definitely my motivation in that period because of course I definitely felt isolated. I wouldn't say lonely or depressed. I just felt isolated and uninspired. And I think after uninspiredness would probably led to depression. So I started the Dash It Out show to remind myself that regardless of whatever we're going through, that you can always count on me to lead it. So wake your ass up with a smile, crazy time, and a great time for everyone. This is why the show is catered to everyone from every walks of life. And that's the reason I'm so happy to have you on the show, Kat.
I love that you said you were a weirdo. Oh, we're all a little bit weirdo. Like I wish everybody would embrace their weirdo. So, because we're all different. We are all individuals. We're trying to fit into these silly paths that society has made for us, and that's not ours. Like we might be very unhappy in the walking the path that our parents want for us, or that society said you got to do all these things. No, we got to listen to our own. We got to go inside and feel, is that right for me? Because if it isn't, let it go. We only have one life to live, and we're just paying attention. That's where the social media, like we're looking at all these things, going, my gosh, I want that. But do you really? Do you really want what that person has, or you just want it because they have it? I really think that people they don't listen in enough. And that's what I'm hoping with the laughter. It just shakes people up. So then they're like, I feel good. Now I can go after what I want because I'm not thinking about, oh, I need to finish my schooling. I got to do this course. I got to do this. Once I get that job, once I have this much money, once I have all these things, happiness is coming. Happiness needs to come first. We need to feel the joy, and then everything else follows that. Be happy and grateful for where you are, and more is coming in.
Exactly. Yeah. It's almost similar to what you said previously that it's our birthright. Laughter is our birthright.
Yeah. You can't control people when they're laughing. So I think society squished laughter out there. It made it kind of socially unacceptable to laugh. Imagine you have a whole group of people laughing and you're trying to get them to sit down. Sit down, everyone. And they're like, nobody's paying attention because they're all totally present. But we're laughing. Laughter is it's we can only laugh full on when we feel safe. Imagine in prehistoric days if the hunters were all like telling jokes and laughing, like the saber-toothed tiger would be like, "Oh, thanks for laughing, yook," and they'd come and get you. Same thing today. We can only laugh.
Right.
Right? Yeah, our knees actually get weak when we're laughing full on. Like when we're go ahead.
No, definitely. I just want to touch bases on what you're saying. Like we typically laugh when we feel safe and comfortable. And in certain instances, some people may not feel safe or comfortable in their environment. So laughter is probably it's like a beacon of a sign of weakness. It's definitely our birthright, but it's a shame that they have to be hidden in a cell due to afraid of being targeted. That's like it's kind of really hard to put it because I know, definitely in certain areas that I tend to roam in DC or New York or Atlanta or wherever I go, there's a certain cadence, right? Especially me being a black male, there's a certain cadence that apparently, you're supposed to have or demeanor, mainly being if I'm myth, okay? So if I'm constantly laughing, shittery, wherever I'm going, it's like, okay, you know what? He seemed like an easy target, but it shouldn't be that way. In fact, it should be the opposite way. The fact that your demeanor is so compressed and reserved, and that should raise more red flags than anything in my eyes. If you don't seem to have a funny bone, you don't seem to have a spirit within you, that should raise a red flag. But just realistically speaking, in certain scenarios where, if you laugh or if you try to indict laughter or if you try to come off as, just happy, overall happy, in some instances you could be targeted. So you was bringing it up back in those times, okay? Back with the Willie Mountain, the mammoths, okay, and the caveman, okay, Neanderthals, all right. you know. But in that time, you definitely have to have a certain hunter came once the hunt was done, and they was roasting that sucker over the fire. Don't mind me, don't mind me, don't mind me.
Yeah, it's easy to laugh when we're feeling good. The challenge is how do we laugh when we have problems, when we're feeling depressed, when we just lost our job, when we're getting divorced, somebody just died. How do we laugh during those times? That's where laughter yoga comes in. The practice of laughter. Again, it's easy to laugh when we feel good. Everyone can laugh together, ah, ha ha. But when there's stress, it's much more challenging. That's where the practice of the laughter comes in. We must. And then it changes everything. It doesn't take away our problems, but what it does is opens up our brain so more creativity can flow in. When we're stressed, we're not breathing properly. Our brain's not getting the oxygen it needs. Blood, lymph, oxygen leaves our frontal lobe and it gets disconnected. We go into our reptilian brain and we're just reacting. So laughter brings us to the presence and opens up our brain so we can come up with more solutions. It's powerful stuff. Right.
Okay, y'all caught all that? Because I know I did. Okay, so we better go ahead and move it right along, and we're gonna play a fun little game. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, so this is called Dine in That. And now, what this segment typically is pretty much, I'm going to ask either or questions. Say, you just decide. You have about, I would say about 5 seconds to decide on each one, okay? And it can only be one. Okay, so let's get into it. Dine in That. First things first. Well, or hell, I repeat, Well,
Health.
or health.
Health. Absolutely.
Definitely health. Okay. Kale salad or cheese pizza.
So,
Cats or dogs.
cats.
That okay. A social setting or a night in the house.
Oh, I'm going to have to go with a night in.
Night in. Gotcha. Okay. A house or a penthouse.
Sorry, I missed the first one.
Yeah. So a house or a penthouse.
A house.
You could do so much with a house. Okay. Now, the final question. Okay. Would you rather drive or be chauffeured for the rest of it?
Drive. I'd rather drive.
You rather drive? Okay, that's it for Dine and Dash. But I definitely would rather be chauffeured. I'm sorry, I'm lazy. Look, if I can, I could just, sleep in the back of the car or the limo or the truck or whatever. And but that's just me. Okay, but that's it for Dine and Dash. Definitely. Love your answers. I love the fact you chose cheese pizza because who doesn't love cheese pizza? I'm sorry. Kale salad is good here and there, but come. Okay, well, anyway, that's all for today. Thank you for coming onto the show. Yes, it does. But thank you so much for coming on the show. Can you tell the listeners where they can find all of your work?
Yes, thank you. Oh, I'm so excited. Thank you for the opportunity, Vic. I really appreciate it. Go to kathysclub.com. That's my laughter page. The information to sign up for my Tuesday club is right at the top there. Come and check out, come and experience the magic of laughing for the health of it.
Yes. Okay, and all the links and everything for Kathy's workshop and classes will be listed in the description, either here or there or down there, up there, wherever it's going to be posted at, because social media is always changing. But I know on my website, www.my-shitout.com, where this video will be available for everyone to watch and view, and also the audio version. All information will be linked in the description. That's all for today. Everyone, let's give a round of applause again for the lovely Cathy Nesbitt. In fact, let's whoa, ta ta ta, whoa, ta ta, oh, a little bit. Cathy, you are blessed, and I love it, and I love you. Okay, thank you so much for joining us on the Dash It Out show. Thank you for being a part of the Dash Fam. Okay, and this concludes. Everyone,
Thank you.
be sure to check out the Dash It Out show on all social media platforms: Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. Yeah, that concludes this episode. So go and have a great one.